Man, those subs, those look good, man. I don't know about you, Eli, but I know where I'm going after school.
Now let's send it over to Weston and Gretchen for game day.
What's up, Ravens? Welcome back to another edition of Game Day. I'm Gretchen Renfrow alongside
Weston Westberger.
and we've got a whole lot to talk about, including our own Madison Graham sitting down with Coach Clark and Merrick Greinhardt on last week's intense win against the Olathe West Owls in the sectional round, and we get to learn a little bit more about the start of the winter sports season. So let's get started.
We will start off with a recap of the rivalry playoff matchup versus Olathe West. Starting in the first quarter, the Ravens drive down the field to the 10-yard line, and Max Keller gets a rushing touchdown to tie the game 7-7. About a minute to go in the first half, the Ravens are right outside the red zone, and Eric Butler rolls through the middle and gets a touchdown, and Micah Geary fakes the PAT and converts the two-point conversion to put the Ravens ahead 22-21. On the second play of the second half, at the 40-yard line, Cooper Carley finds Mission Schleierhardt open and throws a dime down the field for another touchdown to put the Ravens back up 29-27. Later in the third quarter, Cooper Carley and the offense get down to the 13-yard line, and Micah Geary gets the reception for the touchdown to extend the lead 35-27. The Ravens defense went big in the fourth quarter as they pull off another victory on the road 35-33 to send ONW to Sub-State this Friday against Gardner-Edgerton.
Man, that sounds like an intense win. Congrats, boys, on the win. Now let's give it over to Madison for a recap on last week's game with Coach Clark and Micah Greinhardt.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm sitting down with Coach Clark and Merrick Greinhardt talking about their amazing season this year. In the regular season, our school rival, Olathe West, beat us, but in the sectional playoff, we came out stronger and knocked them out. Now we're heading to the Sub-State, first time in ONW history. So this is for both of you guys. What was the feeling like when you guys has defeated the Olathe West rival to advance to Sub-State?
I mean, it was a great experience being able to spend another week with all of my seniors and just make sure that the last game wasn't against West.
Yeah.
I mean, the first game, we had some turnover issues, and so that round, obviously, we played a little bit better. Cooper helps a little bit. Merrick played a really good game on offense and defense, so super happy for our kids.
Good. Merrick, you've shared the quarterback position with Cooper Carley for the past few weeks. How have you and Cooper been able to work together and improve the offense every week?
I mean, it's a brother relationship. He's my best friend. He's also don't really like the guy because he's taking half my snaps, but I feel like it just brings in the competition to practice, and where we have to be our best at practice to like give us that chance to be out on the field, and it really just like brings the whole offense together.
Mm-hmm. Coach, you've won 7 straight games, have 8 wins total, both are school records, and have made it to the semifinals. How does that feel that you've accomplished so much already in your first season as the head coach?
I would say the congratulations there doesn't go to me. I mean, Coach Dane, who founded our program, and Coach Sherman and Coach Hafner have all built things either through me or through our coaching staff that have allowed me to help our kids and just develop our kids. And one of the big things for us that I will say, and Merrick will probably attest to this, is, I mean, we work really hard, whether it was this summer or even this year. I mean, we get after it in the weight room, and some of their hard work is starting to pay off as we hit these rounds in the playoffs.
Merrick, how are you able to contribute to the defense while leading the offense as well?
Just by making sure that our whole secondary is on the same page so we don't have a blown coverage in that. It makes all of our lives a lot easier just being like together, and that's what gets us most of our turnovers, by just being on the same page.
Mm-hmm. Coach Clark, what is the game plan for this week on both sides of the ball against Gardner-Edgerton?
The big thing for us is to execute run game, pass game. Just like Merrick said, communication on defense is going to be big. Making adjustments. Gardner's a really good football team, and Coach Owens over there will have a game plan for us, and so the adjustments that we can make, with Weston, what he said, at halftime we made a couple adjustments on offense and defense, and I think that helped us be able to come out in the second half and play a little bit better.
Every time you guys get a win, it seems like the team gets more and more attention. What is it like being the spotlight? This is for both of you guys.
I mean, the spotlight's great, but really what we've all said is that what really matters is what happens within the team, and if we stay together, then sky's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've preached to them is, as long as we believe in each other and we believe in ourselves, we can go as far as we want. The discipline part and the cohesiveness part, I mean, this group of guys have really become a family. I would say Cooper has probably been the glue, even though he may not like Cooper because he takes some of his reps away. But this senior class is really good. They really play for each other, and they're teaching our underclassmen to play for each other. So.
Well, perfect. That's all the time we have. This has been Madison Graham. Now we are going to send it over to the story about Cooper Carley, who transferred this year from Olathe West.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Adam Donner, and one of the big stories here at ONW this year is the transfer of senior quarterback Cooper Carley, who's had a tremendous impact on our football team as they look to continue their historic state playoff run.
Cooper's been a great addition to us here. I think for him, getting a chance to play football again, I think was important to him and for us as a team. And I talked to the coaches last week about how important he has been to this team and just the energy that he's brought.
Since transferring, Cooper Carley has been able to bring a positive energy and impact to the people he's around, but he's also been happy to be with old teammates.
Just seeing old faces that I hadn't seen since middle school. Football has been amazing. Just kind of the whole environment of ONW has just been incredible. Blessed me with everything with football, with the community of ONW, with everything. It's been amazing.
The environment that Cooper transferred to has been great for him, but it's also been huge for his teammates as he filled a huge leadership role at the position of quarterback this season.
At the team, it's been impacted a lot. As a senior and as a quarterback, especially, he really brought a leadership position that we didn't have, but also as a player, able to make a lot of good plays on the field.
After not even knowing whether he would play football this year, Cooper has been an integral part of the Raven football team as he took down former teammates and coaches of Olathe West last week.
I had to say a favorite part, probably beating West. Really happy he was able to do that. Drop a few dimes to the whole team, so that was a really good night.
I mean, it's the greatest decision I've ever made. I was able to come here, have a coach like Coach Clark, sees what talent I have and how he's able to utilize it, and we're in the semifinals and they aren't.
The Ravens look to continue their historic playoff run as they take on the Gardner-Edgerton Blazers tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Make sure to be there to support your Ravens. For ONW Now, this has been Adam Donner. Now back to the desk.
This week, winter sports are kicking off with tryouts after school, including boys and girls basketball, boys and girls wrestling, and boys swim and dive. Speaking of swim and dive, let's dive deeper into the winter sports season with Paul Staff.
What's up, Ravens? I'm David Manning, bringing you the latest information on our ONW winter sports. Let's get right to it.
The sports to get ready for are lady and men's basketball, men's swim and dive, men and women's bowling, and men and women's wrestling. We talked to Farrell Joswara of the men's swim team about how he feels about participating in a winter sport.
During the winter, it's nice because there's a lot of breaks off, so you don't really miss that much because meets will be on the weekends or stuff like that. But at the same time, kind of sucks having to wake up in the morning for swimming practice every day, but it's fun. It's not actually the swimming that I like about swimming, it's the people. We do a lot of fun things, like we'll eat in the mornings, or we'll have different fun sets we'll do, or we'll bring bouncy balls and stuff like that, and we'll have fun in the locker rooms. So it's really, I think it's just the team that makes it really fun.
Tryouts have been going on throughout the week, and players have been trying their best to show their skills.
So tryouts for swimming is kind of it's like elimination basically, I guess. It's just survive until Wednesday. So Coach Brensham will give us really hard sets. Basically, if you can survive until Wednesday, you're basically on the team. If you want to have fun and also get ripped, you should definitely do swimming. But if not, if you don't want to do swimming, then you should definitely do winter sport because they're really fun. And the teams are also really fun.
Our winter sports are going to be starting just after Thanksgiving break. So be sure to show up, bundle up, while they ball out. From ONW Now, it's been David Manning. Now back to game day.
That's all we have for this week's edition of Game Day. Good luck to all of the winter sports teams that begin their season, and be sure to head out to Gardner-Edgerton for the sub-state game tomorrow night at 7. Now let's send it back to Eli Whitaker and Cameron Owsley. Peace out, Ravens.